Sunday quarterback time, though. I think for this week, let's call it Sunday running back time. Andy Kendeigh along with Sean Callahan. Let's talk Anthony Grant. My goodness, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. This kid can play.
Yeah, he was the story, and we saw him do this late in the game against Northwestern, but the way that game kind of changed, we didn't get to see much Anthony Grant after his long touchdown run in Ireland. We saw a lot of him here against North Dakota, and those are some of the best runs we've seen from a running back in the stadium, maybe since Amir Abdullah. The way he accelerates, and we talked about that, Andy, not only does he break free, he pulls away, and Nebraska needs all of that right now.
Yeah, he does remind some people of Amir Abdullah. Scott Frost saying after the game, I'm not going to crown anybody. He's had a couple good games. Let's see where he goes from here. He almost wants to pull the carrot in front of him because he doesn't want to get him too satisfied. Let's talk Casey Thompson. Decent day, a couple turnovers, though, that troubled the head coach.
Yeah, it was a solid day, not a great day. I thought the turnover they were backed up, and he threw an interception in North Dakota. That changed the whole game. It allowed North Dakota to get points, and Nebraska just never could pull away at a point where they should have, and it extended that game far too deep. I mean, this game should not have gone into the fourth quarter, and it did.
It's funny because the Huskers were up another double-digit third-quarter lead, and they gave it away. The North Dakota ties it. We were tied with 3-4 minutes left in that third quarter. And did you get the sense that, oh boy, this might happen again? I don't know. There were some nervous moments in the stadium here on Saturday.
Yeah, and then they ran the ball, and they go back to the option. Casey Thompson said, Coach Frost makes them practice that option, and those little option plays, along with Anthony Grant, really got things going. 21 unanswered points for Nebraska's offense to close this game.
Yeah, I think you saw some separation in the fourth quarter between FBS and FCS. North Dakota played great, but in the end, Nebraska too deep. And how about defensively? Garrett Nelson turning into the defensive play of the year so far in the 2 games so far. The strip sack that led to a turnover.
Yeah, and as Eric Shenander said this week, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. You've got to get them in those situations, and Nebraska had a great pass rush situation there. He came in, beat his guy, and got a blind shot. That's exactly what the captain needs to do, make a play like that, help turn this game around. I mean, that defense was on the field, Andy, for a 16-play drive in the first half. I mean, those are hard to recover from. I mean, that's a lot of plays. Nebraska only ran 23 plays in the first half.
That's crazy, and they ran 39 in the second half. Time of possession, North Dakota, 36 minutes to 24 for Nebraska. Leaving the Memorial Stadium, thousands leaving. They had smiles on their faces because they did snap a 7-game losing streak.
How many days? I mean,
it was 11 months and a day since they beat Northwestern October 2nd.
330-some days.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like everything's all good here. What is your sense as you leave the stadium, and where is this thing going?
Look, this game, Nebraska paid North Dakota to come here to get a win. They got a win. It was way too close for comfort. Luckily, Nebraska, in their sake, pulled away. But now they've got another one of these games where they're paying Georgia Southern to come in here next week. They've got to take advantage of that and get better, because we know the Oklahoma Sooners, are going to be in here in 2 weeks, and they're a top 10 team. So is Nebraska anywhere close to that level right now? No, but they've got to get better next week and take a step forward. The jet lag, and guys got sick. I know a lot of people that came back from that trip that got sick. So the jet lag, the lack of sleep, it was real. You could actually see it in Frost and Casey Thompson. They looked a little run down up there after the game this week.
But happy they got a win. It's 1-1 on the season. The Huskers go for back-to-back wins for the first time in a full calendar year next weekend when they host Georgia Southern under the lights here at Memorial Stadium.